Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John West. I'm having a Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair adventure, and I foolishly stopped an episode while a counter was counting down. So let's quickly hand in this report.
I can prove it with this.
So what's the context here?
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it.
Is that stuff happened in the dark that Ibuki heard? That's why I know she didn't do it.
Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Why didn't I remember he was one of the people who said ow?
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you?
Why did I miss that?
Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
Stop touching Mikan's hair.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table.
It really is like that, isn't it? Like the Byakuya's case.
That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it. Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was.
You bumped into Mikan.
Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party...
It's like a remix, isn't it? Because the first game, the first murder is somebody planned to do a murder, but somebody else did the murder.
Hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair?
So there's like a Junko agent in here who's failed to kill someone, but is going to be there for the entire rest of the game? Because now he's going to be there right all the way through now.
But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward.
Always like the anti-Junko, and now he's just as bad. because he's horseshoed around.
Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I thought I knew him. This whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now is not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. What?
Well now.
Now the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who have figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. $10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue onwards.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Just kidding! Just kidding! You can't make a choice! Ah, damn it, I was brave enough to take the challenge after I saved my game several times. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is!
And of course, there's no $10 billion either!
Ah, you bastard!
You're so evil.
Villain! You truly are a villain! I'll save over that one. Hey, this is a...
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Regularly.
Well, what now?
This is a very long first trial.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right? Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Yeah, there was that blanket as well. There's loads of evidence. I just didn't...
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Why are you so depressed, Nagito?
I'm not talking about your looks.
Aw, that's mean, Mikan. What's wrong with you? There's no blood on Nagito.
I see.
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Because it was all on the blanket.
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a
They
lot
wore the
of
blanket
blood
while they stabbed
splattered
upwards.
everywhere, right?
I'm going back to Teru Teru as my answer.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
if he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
I like to think of it as him honouring his dead friend that he was going to murder because he's gone crazy.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
There's only one thing that could have been used to block the blood splatter, and that is the embarrassing pose! Of course it was! That.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Sorry, which room did he say it was in?
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone.
And he's learned of
It's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
You are the new Kyoko, aren't you?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
That's not what she meant.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
Through the floor, which was my original idea, way
I don't
before.
understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
What's the Sherlock Holmes quote? After you've eliminated the impossible, all that's left is... Oh, I don't know. I can't remember the quote. My phone's not nearby. I can't even check it.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. It's been improved, baby! The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a key word related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a puzzle game, a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are only two rules you must remember. If two different letters clash, you'll take damage, 1. And 2, if two letters of the same clash, they will fuse. You must make two of the same letter clash, while you try not to let two different letters clash. What? That's what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the left stick, press the A button on the top of the letter, you can snap that letter like a vacuum. That's what it means to catch a letter. However, you can only catch one letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the A button, while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it to where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit the letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the A button, this sounds insane. This sounds insane, by the way. By pressing the A button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. No one want to fix that? This is called firing the letters. You fired letters. Catch and release with the A button, and after you fuse them, fire with the A button. That's a whole lot of A buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the B button. Figure out what keyword will answer the question. I don't know what to do. This makes no sense. About lining up the keyboard. Instead of pressing the A button to fire the letter, please press one of the other buttons. The Y button? I'm going to guess it's the Y button. Hang on. That's not on my list of buttons. If that happens at the same time, the letter blows up, it'll be sent to the keyword list. What? I missed that. If the letter is correct, it will fit the keyword list. If not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the letter in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the complete word. Please be a short word, because I have no idea what this is. I have no idea. If you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. I took so long explaining it, but do you understand now? If you press the start button to the screens, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck. Have fun. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try and think about it. Well, my preconceptions was that somebody stabbed him through the floor. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. Through the floor. Okay, what the hell? I don't... hang on. What is this? Alright, no, I can't tell. I want to keep that T. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I know it's the T. I don't know what to do with the T. I want to keep the T, thank you very much. Hang on, can I do this? I'm sorry, I just... That didn't make any sense to me. It told me to press a button that I didn't recognise. Okay, I've got that button as well. Alright, is my face in the way? I've got loads of health. I just don't understand. Letter explosion center keyword. Okay, so if I do this. Oh! It's under the table. Right, this still doesn't make any sense to me, but oops. Okay, yeah, it's starting to make sense to me. This is still really weird. Oh, I needed that F. I know there's a special move that I should just use. No!
I got it!
Okay. How much health did I lose? Probably loads. We go.
Got
What?
it.
I don't,
The
what?
killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. They
It's
stuck
on
the
the
weapon
carpet,
through
right
one
now.
of the gaps. They could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Who is he gonna stab in the dark? That's right, if I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards.
You're the only one!
He's got his earring back. This is quite
Hey,
clever,
Gunter.
I like this.
You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
Yeah.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
I found out that that's 2B's voice, and I'm like, no, that's not, and I can't clarify it because I don't want to learn any information.
I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
Oh crap, sorry, I was supposed to show you that, wasn't I?
Fools, behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
It's looking more and more like Terry.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm
Not
not
that
talking about your
interpretation.
sound effects.
You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
For years, but now I'm...
Then whoever
worried
wasn't
because
at
why
the
did you
party
bring
is
it
the
up?
killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
It's looking like it's not Terry because he wouldn't have brought it up. Which means those wasn't people going towards the table, it was people going the other direction. And for some reason it won't let me look at that picture. Why wouldn't you let me look at the picture, game? I should have taken a photo of my phone.
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yes, this Monomi over here is your witness.
I believe there's no need to
Yay.
discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout,
It obviously has to be him.
yay!
You
It's
wouldn't have been able to get in.
decided!
What the
Wouldn't
fuck
been able
are
to
you
get in.
saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news! You are now allowed to use the silencer! Yay! You can use the silencer with the A button as many times as you like. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty set to gentle, white noise around the fair. But if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to heart's content. That's nice. That's nice. Bang 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 bang. Bang. So no, I'm
During
gonna
the
keep it
party, the
Terry is my
killer-
idea.
Was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And we could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
No.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I wish I
No,
had the entire
Fuyuhiko
conversation.
definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Bloody hell, Chiaki. What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, because you was being all like, Baka, I don't even want to be at your party. Baka. I'm just going to use my interpretation. Yeah, so it's like they combined Mondo with the, I've forgotten his name, sorry. The girl. The boy who was a girl. It's like they combined those
I
two
saw
characters.
Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret
Baka.
passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
I know technically Sonia wasn't my first, I beg your pardon. My gut feeling immediately was Sonia, but like, I don't think it's her, like nothing's pointed to her during the trial. But it wasn't a gut feeling. I like, I'll keep it tiptoe now.
It was probably during the blackout.
Yep.
Well,
Oh, you're
if
saying
someone
somebody left the
disappeared during the
party.
blackout, no one would have noticed.
This is why I want to see the picture, because yeah, let me see the picture, damn it, so I can figure out her head.
But walking down that dark hallway to
sorry.
the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
Yeah, because the mistake I made was assuming he had the gas heater thing. Anyone could have had it, right? Anyone could have grabbed it from that kitchen. Somebody left the room and then used it to hide downstairs into the storage cupboard. Right? All I need to do... Okay. Because I want to figure this out. I want to figure out before
You're
the game
right.
lets me.
I couldn't even see the office in that darkness.
Oh,
and that room was much closer.
Alright, I have no idea who it is, but I'm gonna... What I'm trying to do right now is I'm clicking off screen to the earlier recording. To last episode. Episode 10. Which I'm going to name Lucky. Right, I'm clicking around in that episode. Oh, there we go. I can see off screen. Haha! A beat you game. So, between the door, that would be Nagito again. So Hyoko and Ibuki, if we look at the triplets, because they've not mentioned the hearing or the map yet, so I'm still ahead of the game. That was weird. So Ibuki says... Hyoko says, don't step on my feet. Nagito says, ow. Okay. Oh, that's why I thought that. Hajime? Who's Hajime? Hajime's me, right? Who the hell stepped on her feet? Okay, I appreciate you can't see the picture, but like... I'll point it. So, Nagito? John? Right. This is my recording software. It's still recording, I think. It looks like it's paused. Oh, I hope it's still recording. Hang on. I'm worried it's crashed. 34 minutes. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure it's still recording. Okay. No, I don't...
Feasible?
I just realised something. I need to be able to see the recording. Hello.
it might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the trial to be this long.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
If you have really good hearing. But I can't stop thinking about it. Feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final
Oh,
stage.
you really are the No, you're the Kyoko, aren't you?
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Okay. Right, that was a stupid time to try and move my face. Fire door. What is up with the fire door? Kitchen equipment.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
What if they used a light?
No!
I agree with
Oh,
that.
I agree with that. What? Did I fire the right thing then? I thought it moved the bullet.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right?
Let's move my face. Okay, so I figured that out. That bit. Hang on.
But where could they have found a light?
In the kitchen.
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers. That's also important. 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There were iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
Okay, they did this very quickly then, by the way.
I see. I never considered the portable stove.
How did they leave the room?
There's a hole in your
They
argument.
stepped on Hiyoko's foot.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. You can't do that to me.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean, battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. Okay, well, fire door.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words! Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light.
Yeah, so I figured out literally then that that's why the fire doors exist.
I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Alright, calm down.
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer? Even though I don't really want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? Don't make me choose. The person who used the hallways to fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark. It snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... you and only you! Let's find that picture again, shall we? I'm glad I can pause it at the very least. So the fire door is supposed to block Teru from seeing a light. I don't get it. I don't think it's Teru anymore, obviously, because that would be weird. But who stepped on Yoko's foot? Nagito? Oh well, we've got this nearby if we need it. I see, you must really want me to be the killer. But is that such a good idea? You look so cocky.
Crap.
I don't know.
You're the only one! Teru. Could it be you?
My original guess.
What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
No, I don't think it's him.
It? That's the only
Somebody stepped
reason
on
you're
her foot.
treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The
Why is it making me
future
point
of
at
the
the wrong
culinary
people?
arts.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must... For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
It's making me point at wrong people.
So, what's an aspersion anyway?
Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light,
Why would he mask the light to himself?
and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
This is such a weird first case.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Glowing paint.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
Why couldn't you just bring the stove with you?
And in
Oh, because it would have alerted.
it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Sorry, what's the problem? The victim was targeted by a mark, but what was the mark? The embarrassing pose, of course! I think it might be you.
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Yeah, it would.
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
I don't know, I felt like whatever the answer is going to be, it's going to involve somebody with incredibly precise timing.
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I'm going to let you guys go here. I know it's a bit of an awkward place to leave it, but screw it. I've been John Proxy on channel John West. I've been having a Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.